welcome back to the channel. If you're new to the channel, then welcome to the channel. I haven't been around lately because it was my birthday at the weekend and I did a gig and we celebrated it for quite a few days. So I'm feeling a bit worse for wear. But this is my final gift that was given to me by my daughter, which was a bit of a surprise. I talked about getting this a little while ago and then decided not to, but she went ahead and ordered it for me, which was really nice, and it's arrived today with some other bits and bobs, including this little amp, which is a Harley Benton, just a little battery amp that I'm going to use on the bench for testing pickups and whatever.
And 1, 2, 3, 4.
It's just something handy to have, so I don't have to keep running in the studio every time I want to test something. So I'll do a quick review of that later in a video, maybe, I don't know, but that's what that is. Very cheap, but it'll do the job. And lots of sets of acoustic strings. I do like the Harley Benton value acoustic strings. Many don't, but I do. I think they're great for £1 something a set. You can change them often as well, which is really good. Anyway, so I've gone for the Harley Benton DNA GiT effects unit, and the idea behind this is to see if I can replace my current setup and have something more compact, especially for taking on the road. Maybe if I end up back on the road, who knows. But I remember when I went and toured Russia, it was a pain taking my pedals and everything. I'd take them all separately and set them up all separately on the stage, and it was a bit of a mare. This comes packed with quite a lot of features, and been reading about it, and I'm very, very intrigued. It includes amp models and effects and impulse responses and stuff like that. I'll go more into depth with it all over a few videos, I think, because it's got quite a lot of features. But for this video, it's just basically just a general look at it, and then see if I can set up a reasonable sound similar to what I use for streaming and for live. So anyway, so here it is. It's very small and it's very light. It's like 1 kilograms, and the build quality isn't too bad actually. It's like got a plastic top, but that pedal is metal, which I was happy about because I was expecting that to be plastic as well. But it wasn't. It's got some nice metal knobs on there, some rubber feet. It's got a metal back, and it all looks pretty good. Even the sockets are metal as well, not the nasty plastic ones. It feels pretty decent. I reckon that could take quite a bit of abuse. So that's pretty good, I think. It looks okay. It's not like, doesn't look state of the art or anything like that, but for £128 delivered, you know, you can't expect too much. I just want it to sound as good as what I've got. If it sounds better, bonus. If it doesn't, then it may go back, but we'll see how it goes. Anyway, I didn't think there was a UK plug-in there. I couldn't find it anywhere, but it was in the box, so it did come with that as well. That's my current setup. It's quite modest.
Do you play all? I mean, do you actually play all these, or?
Well, I play them and I cherish them.
A couple of tube screamers, tuner. It's got a boost, delay, and a noise gate. And this is the size of the Harley Benton unit in comparison, so it's quite a lot smaller, which is really nice. It's not much smaller, or much bigger rather, than my Boss RC30 looper. So it will save a lot of space. So there it is on the side next to the pod. That's what I currently use, the pod 2.0. Now the pod is like 20 years old, so I do expect this to be better. If not, it should match it. So I'm going to go through some settings and we'll see what it sounds like. See what it sounds like. Never understood that.
Listen. You smell something?
Okay, so this is a very professionally set up camera angle here. So I'm just going to run through what I did. I've got a couple of sounds. Got like a clean sound with some delay and like a tube screamery type of sound. Going through a Fender Blackface, I think. No, it's not. It's a Bassman. Going through a Fender Bassman. So first off, I'll show you the tuner. Sorry if the camera might wobble a little bit as I'm moving around, but so it's got an onboard tuner. So we just hold that down, which is quite nice, I feel. Works quite well. Okay. So this is now replacing the pod, so the pod's not plugged in at all, so all I've done is come out the stereo output, oops, something's just fallen over, on the back of this, and which is going into the computer. So I've got this, we'll go with the clean sound, nice little clean sound. Which is quite cool. And if you push down on the expression pedal, you get a bit of wah-wah, which is nice. It's a good touch that it works just like a normal wah-wah. Just push it down at the top, and click it over to number 2. We got some nice tube screamery type sounds. I haven't been playing around with it much, just a little bit, so I'm quite happy with that actually, it's quite nice. So let's go back into patch 1 here. So I've just saved these 2 as my sounds for now. There's 200 presets on here. I will go through quite a lot of what this thing does over a few videos, but this is just for now, so it's like an introduction if you like. So if you go to the mode, this one here, you can go through all the different things, and you can see this light moving along here, hopefully. Like that. So if we go down to the first one, and that is the wah-wah. So then you can set that for a crybaby wah-wah. So you push this one here, you've got a different kind of wah-wah, auto-wah, stuff like that. So you can choose whichever one you want, and then you set it to the expression pedal. This is called the expression pedal, and then you can set it to that, and it will work on there. I'll go into depth more later about how to do all that. Go to this one here, and it's your tube screamer. On this channel I've got it set to off, but if you just click that, you can adjust all the things, put it on with that. You turn it on and off with this one, sorry, turn it on and off with that one, so it's on. There we go, and you can choose the different, so we've got pure boost, loads of different overdrives. So if you go to this overdrive here, choose different ones. Got a muffy. And so on and so on. So you can choose all those kind of things, or you can just turn it off if you don't want it in the chain. So then next up we go to the amps. So we've got the amps here. I've got it on a US bass, which is a Bassman. So again, you can click on it and choose lots of different amps. There's loads and loads and loads. JCM 900s, JCM 800s, there's loads of Fenders, there's Plexis, Marshalls. Absolutely tons and tons and tons of those. And you can adjust all the gains, treble, bass, and all that kind of thing on there. And that one is the cab. So when you go to the cabs, these are the IRs, right? I really dig this. You can choose the different tubes you're using. You've got that sound there. So if you choose the tube, you can turn the tubes off. No tube. EL34, which is what I use in my valve amps. EL84. And 6L6. It's quite cool. 6V6. And so on and so on. And then you can go to the mic, so you can choose different microphones. All the way down to your standard SM57. Different things. And you can you can adjust the whereabouts its position, center, if you can put it off center and all that kind of thing. And you can even adjust the distance that it's away from the cab. So put it right up close. Oh, that's a bit loud. We'll take it really far away. All that roomy kind of sound. Sorry, that's a bit loud. So that's really cool. I don't think they sound all that bad at all. I'm only just fiddling at the moment. I haven't really done anything major. You've got a noise gate, which is a given. Some EQs, so you can set some extra EQs on there if you want to. I'll have that off. And then you've got some modulation. So you've got all kinds of things on here. Let's have a quick butchers. I'll stick that at 100% for now. Yeah. On and off, or you can adjust all the different polarities and stuff. Etc. etc. Turn that off for now. And then you got your delays, so you got your tape delays, all that kind of thing. Real delay, tape delay, reverse, ping pong. I mean, I'll go through all these again another time because there's so many of them. And then you've got your reverbs as well. And then, of course, you want to save it. You just save it to whatever patch you want to save it to. So let's go back. Let's go back to my sounds here. So I've got my clean. Actually, not clean. There it is. Got my clean sound. And I've got my dirty sound. Which is basically a tube screamer through the Fender basement. And I chose the Basement 4x10 cab as well, just adjusted a few things. Like I said, I've only just started playing around with it, so I'm pretty confident I can get some really killer sounds out of this. For bang for buck, this is pretty good. Now, what I've discovered doing research is that the Harley Benton DNA, blah 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 blue, whatever it's called, is identical to the Mooer GE 150. The only thing that's different is it looks slightly different, and the price is slightly different. It's a little bit more expensive to buy the Mooer, easy for you to say. But it is literally identical, even to the outputs on the back.
You son of a...
The one expression pedal, two knob situation, and even the description is pretty bang on. 55 high quality amp models, 26 cabinet models, IRs, supports third party impulse response, 40 drum rhythms, 10 metronome options, 9 effect types simultaneously, 151 high quality effects, and blah blah blah. It's exactly the same. So I'm hazarding a guess and saying that it is basically a Mooer GE 150, just rebranded and slightly redesigned in look. Other than that, I think it's pretty much identical. Correct me if I'm wrong. I mean, you could make your own mind up on that one. You can just go to the Thomann website. They're both available on Thomann. Obviously, the Harley Benton is £128 and the Mooer is £144. But like I say, it is pretty identical. Just, well, it is identical in features. Just looks different. See, 55 classic modern high quality guitar amp models, 26 IR impulse responses, 151 different high quality built-in classic modern guitar effects, blah blah blah. It's all the same. Yeah, let me know in the comments what you think about that. Now, if you do like, comment and subscribe, especially subscribe on this channel, then you can keep up to date with this series. It's going to be quite a few videos on this. Don't forget to click the ding-a-ling so you will get notified when a video goes up. There's plenty of other content on this channel too, and I also do Twitch streams where I do live performances, and I'll be playing with this in my live performances on Twitch, so do come and check that out. Links are in the description. Freddie, you should have hoovered. It's disgusting in here. He's still hanging from the other day. Anyway, only one more thing left to say, and that is peace. Until next time. Cue the jingle. Freddie, press play.
1, 2, 3, 4. If you like my YouTube show, hit like and comment and get involved. If you dig my vibe, then hit subscribe and never miss an episode of my YouTube show. Peace. Till next time.